So what are we doing, America? What are we doing? This what we doing now? Elon Musk and Doge, Department of Gestapo executions, and the instead of the brown shirts, he got his musketeers, right? Only thing that's missing is the SS officers. Oh, that's Proud Boys and Oath Keepers. They're like the SS, okay? And you hear that Donald Trump wants to let this man go into the government facility and learn about what we would do if we was going to invade, we was going to have a war with China. Are you serious? I mean, they already gave him and his merry band of musketeers access to all of our information, our social security number, our name, address, phone number, date of birth, all the information that they ain't supposed to have. It's crazy, man, what's going on in this world today. Let me tell you. When I listen to the news, I listen to the Fox News propaganda channel. I listen to the other news channels, and it's like they're all saying the same thing. I mean, the Republicans, they have a mantra. They teach their people the mantra. They went from Willie Horton, Willie Horton, Willie Horton. Then they went to welfare queen, welfare queen, welfare queen, and everybody repeated over and over again. And the next thing it was the Tea Party, and then they had he's not American. He's born in Kenya, and next thing you know, they had the woke agenda, and next thing you know, they had it's like they have this Joseph Goebbels, right, who was propaganda minister for Adolf Hitler. He taught them, if you repeat the same thing over and over and over again, stick to one point and repeat it over and over again, people will begin to believe it's the truth. The election was stolen. The election was stolen. The election was stolen. Now people think it's true. Okay, it's. I'm telling you, propaganda is something else. What does this say? During Obama, when Obama was elected, there were over 300 hate groups and militia groups in the United States. By the time that was in 2008. By the time Trump got elected in 2016, that number went from over 300 to over 1,700. So there was about 1,700 different hate groups, KKK, militia groups, the whole 9 yards, all over the United States. And let me see what else it talks about. The conservative elites. The conservative elites was the ones who put Hitler in power. That's why they have the white nationalist movement now, supposedly religious movement, white Christian nationalists. The conservative elites who were supposed to be Christians, they're the ones who put Adolf Hitler in power. And now that same group is the one who put, that they were born in the Ku Klux Klan back in the during and after slavery, and now they're hate groups that they got now. They all came out of that whole thing. The police groups came out of that thing. That's why they had some black nationalists wearing all black with their guns, marching down the street. I don't remember what city it was. Y'all can look it up. Marching down the street, talking about we got to protect our people. I remember one group was in Ohio. I know that. One was down there in either South Carolina or Virginia or somewhere. I don't know where it was. And they're marching down the street with their guns. And then the militia groups was marching down the street with their guns. And if it wasn't for the police being in between them, who knows what would have happened. And from what I understand, the police was on the side of the militia groups, not the black ones either. So, I mean, these guys have been. When Obama got elected, the day after Obama got elected, they sold more guns than ever in the United States history. These people have been buying guns and storing guns, and all they talk about is their Second Amendment rights. Just like how that dude who thought he was going to be a patriot and thought that he would take out his Second Amendment rights and water the old tree of liberty with the blood of a tyrant, and but he only hit him in the ear. But anyhow, I'm not advocating for anybody to get hurt by gun violence. Let me just say that first. But anyhow, let me tell you how long they've been preparing for this. President said if I would like for them to have a really bad day. Get it? Okay. Let me tell you about this bad day. All right. They've been preparing for this a long time. When I lived in Los Angeles in 1980, and I was out by the pool one day, smoking a joint. I wasn't saved back then, and while I'm sitting by the pool, I seen this, beautiful Caucasian girl swimming, and I wasn't interested. I don't chase women. I never did. I was, if a woman approached me, that's fine. But I was just sitting there, reading a book, and this white dude come up to me, and we start talking, and puff puff pass, puff puff pass. I was, smoking. And we got to know each other. So he said, "Hey, listen, why don't you come by my apartment later? I'm getting some a shipment in, and I'll sell you, whatever you want." So I said, "Fine." So I go over to his crib, buy an ounce, and I went to buy an ounce, and when I got to his crib, knock on the door, he said, "Come on in." I go in, and when I walk in, he's got this huge rebel flag. I mean, it almost covered the whole wall. And his boys is over there sitting at the table cleaning their guns. They had all kinds of guns. And he said, "Oh, don't mind them. We just came from out in the forest. We was doing some maneuvers, shooting our guns and stuff." I said, "Oh, okay." So, we start talking, and we had laughed and joked and had a good time for about an hour, man. So drinking wine, smoking weed. And he said, "You know what, Winston?" He said, "You one of them good niggers." He said, "So when the race war starts, we ain't even going to kill you." I'm like, "What?" Now I know if he was by himself, we'd have been throwing down, but he had his boys there. So I said, "Okay, cool." He said, "Listen, why don't you come with me and my boys next door to this club? Because my girl is dancing there tonight." And this girl came out the back room. There was a girl that was in the swimming pool. Man, she was so beautiful. She blonde hair, blue eyed, a beautiful girl, nice personality, nice voice. I mean, she was a very great looking girl. So we go next door to the strip club. And when we get in there, it's like the best looking woman in there was this. I was like 26 at the time. This woman looked like she was about 45. She had a better body than anybody in there. But anyhow, this was like a total nude strip club. No G-string, total nude. And when it came his girl's time to come out on the stage, she came out on the stage and she did her little dance and did her little routine. And then she came in front of us and she stooped down with her butt touching her ankles and with her legs spread wide open. And he grabbed me by my shoulder and pulled me in real close within 1 foot and said, "Ain't that the greatest thing you ever saw?" And she was doing things with her vajayjay I ain't never seen done before. So I had to admit, yeah, that's the greatest thing I ever saw. And see, let me just explain why that's relevant. Because you see strip clubs being put up all over the place, all over the United States. The strip clubs is to get us distracted, all right? Young black men, they spend more money in strip clubs nowadays. They talk about the strip clubs. They take their girl to the strip club. It's to keep us distracted. Okay? And meanwhile, they're stacking up them guns. And I'm like I said, you go out there trying to riot and all that stuff right now. The president said he would like to let them have a really bad day. Get it? And guess you don't have to imagine what's going to happen. Don't get caught sleeping. Don't get caught napping. When they talk about woke, you better be for real woke, okay? Don't even try it. Don't go out there protesting, man. Don't go out there tearing stuff up. They waiting on you. Wake up, man. Wake up.